over the first couple of knockdowns and the third as well, but he was just too strong. I couldn't keep him off him. I couldn't keep him off me. You know what I mean? He was a good fighter, mate. Very good fighter.
Because there were a lot of times in rounds when you had a really good sort of 2 minutes, and then it'd sort of catch you, and it's sort of almost like you'd almost see the sort of strength draining from you at times. Is that how it felt in there?
No, it does. I just couldn't keep him off, you know. And even though I'd hit him I'd hit him with a couple of good shots, and you know, kind of get his attention. He was still there. You know. He was throwing big shots, and he'd occasionally catch me, and you know, you just obviously start thinking then, you know, I've got to be careful. I can't throw the shots I want to throw because he's got to end up catching me one of these and putting me out. You know what I mean? So it was, it was a tough fight. I mean, it was great being in there, being with someone that calibre. Definitely the best person I've fought. But I come to them more. You know, I've took myself away from my family. I've had a hard 12-week training camp. I've done everything possible to win this fight, and I couldn't do more. I couldn't have done more. So.
But with that performance, and a lot of people would say that performance would probably beat any other middleweight in the world. That performance you just put on there.
I don't know. I've got to obviously look back. It's different being in there and then watching it when you know, after the fight. So I've got to watch that myself. But I believe him. My thing tonight was proving I was the best middleweight in the world. Obviously that's not happened. I do believe I'm the second best middleweight in the world, but I've still not got a belt. Do you know what I mean? And that's what I want. So yeah, I'm just going to have a rest now for a couple of weeks and see where I go from here.
Any thoughts about, because obviously that's your last fight with the current deal with Rodney, isn't it, here?
No, we've just signed another hand, have we? We're just sorting another now, yeah. So.
But you're thinking that's the way to go, because I mean, you're looking maybe Andy Lee's based out here.
Yeah, well, there you go. Yeah, that'd be a great fight. I know he's obviously got Quillen first. It'd be a good fight. I've always wanted the big domestic fights, and the fact that Andy's got a world title as well, it'd be brilliant. But that's definitely a fight I'm looking for.
Do you take a lot of pride in the fact that you survived longer than him than anyone else has?
Not really. I got beaten. Obviously, I'm gutted. So.
Do you think in time you may reflect and take some pride?
Possibly, possibly. But at the minute, obviously, I'm gutted, and you know, I can't think about anything other than I've been beat. So.
No thoughts to stopping, right? I mean, you're still full of running, right?
Oh yeah, definitely, yeah. I mean, that's the first war I've been in, really. Do you know what I mean? I've had 32 fights now, I think, and 32 is the first war I've been in. So there's plenty of them left in me, and there's plenty of years left in me yet. So, you know, I've just got to see where I can go, opportunities middleweight wise. But there is obviously the possibility of stepping up, but I've just got to wait and see what's there for me at middleweight. I'd love a big fight with Andy Lee. Obviously, I'm hoping he gets through the Quillen fight, and just see where we go from here.
Yeah, you mentioned super middleweight there. Have you got your eye on a fight? I mean, after Abraham beat very beatable, wouldn't he?
After watching him, his first fight with Smegger, I believe he beat Paul tonight, which I'm obviously Paul's a good lad, and I'm gutted for him. So I'm sorry to hear that when I got back to changing rooms. But I mean, I've not obviously planned on going up. These are just possibilities. I think, me and Oliver think that I'll be a better super middleweight than I would a middleweight. Do you know what I mean? But the opportunity has been at middleweight for the time being. So I've just got to see what's left for me at middleweight, and if there's nothing there, then move up. But I'm sure there will be.
It's not a long money fight stuff at super middleweight at the moment.
Yeah, there is. Yeah, and you know, obviously I want to be in big fights. That's it. At middleweight, this is big as it gets for me. You know, Golovkin was the main man. I was trying to beat him. Obviously that didn't happen, so I want to be.
How far? Sorry, mate.
No worries, mate.
I'll get this question. Yeah. How far into the fight did you notice the difference in power, like what you was taking on the,
To be honest, I didn't. He hit hard. He hit hard, and I thought, you know, first couple of rounds, I thought, you know, he hits hard, but if I just keep on my toes there, I can just kind of like, keep nicking it. I thought I won the first 2 rounds. The third, I thought he'd come back, and then obviously he put me down the fourth. But I could feel his power, but it wasn't really that much of his power. It was his pressure with the power. Do you know what I mean? And it was just not being able to keep him off me. But you know, I thought he had good spells, but it just wasn't good enough.
He left it all in the ring, Mark.
Oh, cheers. Thanks.